meeting up with the champ they call the Wonder Dog. Before we meet Bold Trease, let's watch him winning his second successive Sandown Cup from box 7 with a run that had to be seen to be believed.
Racing lids go up and they're off and running at high intensity. Flew the boxes. Led on settling down by a length or so. Going around them, Galaxy Spirit. Galaxy Spirit on the outside's going to take the lead. Running into the first turn, Galaxy Spirit by 3. High intensity second. They were followed by Nana's Dad. Further back on the field is Red Trout. Over on the inside, Bomber's Kid. They were followed by Nathan's Girl, Eskimo Chavo. And Bold Trease checked at the tail of the field. Going down the back and Galaxy Spirit the leader. High intensity going out after it on the outside. 10 lengths away. Nana's Dad, Red Shroud. They were followed by Bold Trease, second and third last. Up the back straight, it's Galaxy Spirit, the leader. High intensity on the outside. Bold Trease 8 lengths away, flying home. High intensity, Galaxy Spirit, Bold Trease. Oh, what a run again!
He had no hope whatsoever to go with 200 metres to go. He'd have been 20 lengths off the leader. And as they turned for home, he was still 10 lengths away. And he's got up and won by 2. And Ron Hawksville, the broadcaster, and a few of them said that they've never seen anything like it.
Alan, back to as one of the proud owners, I mean, did you think exactly the same thing? Take us through your thoughts of the race.
It was really only halfway down the straight, probably 50 yards from the line, that I thought he had a chance. Up until then, he had no hope. Like on the home turn and down the back, he just wasn't in the race. He wasn't going to run a place, I didn't think, and I thought, geez, if he can happen to get up and run the third, he might cover the expenses, but halfway down the straight, he just seemed to grow another leg, and as if the others were nailed to the fence, and he got up and won by 2 lengths.
The McCullough family from the Victorian Western District town of Warrnambool are justifiably proud of their champ that Sydney siders now simply call the Wonder Dog. Trainer Norm McCulloch picked Bold Trease when only 6 weeks old from a litter in Melbourne, and the reason he picked that pup is because he was the biggest of the litter. Now, 45 starts later and more than $50,000 prize money, Bold Trease is busy rewriting the greyhound record books. But it hasn't always been easy. In fact, last year, immediately after winning the 86 Sandown Cup, it was feared he may never race again.
A couple of days later, he was lame in his kennel, and turned out to be a fractured hock, broken hock. And we had him to Melbourne, and he was operated on. And the operation was actually called pin firing. They sort of weld the bone together, join the bones back together. And we rested him for about 6 weeks. We had it re-x-rayed and the crack was still showing. So we're back to square one again, and he was done again. And still hadn't strengthened properly after another 2 months, so he was done a third time. And about 6 months later, he made his reappearance on the racetrack. So he missed 6 months after last year's Sandown Cup. He didn't race for nearly 6 months.
Which in itself, to come back the way he has, is an extraordinary feat, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we thought, if he loses 8 or 10 lengths from the injury, he may still able to pick up a race or 2, but nowhere near as the promise he'd shown before he got hurt. But he's improved 8 or 10 lengths as he's running much quicker times and just keeps on winning.
Getting a bet on Bold Trease hasn't always been easy. He started at odds-on from 18 of his last 20 starts. In fact, one night in his hometown, he started at 50 to 1 on. But of course, he won. And it hasn't been just in Sydney and Melbourne that he's captured the imagination of the racing public, but right around Australia.
It's amazed me, like we went to Tasmania and won there, and they want us back there, and they great write-ups in the paper about him. They reckon they've never seen anything like it at that track before, and he broke the record there that night. He fell out 8 lengths behind him in Tassie and still got up and won and broke a track record. Well, the people were amazed by that, and they want us back. We've had offers to go to Perth, invitations go to Adelaide. Like they just sort of want to see him race. So it does amaze me a bit that they do, but I think it's just like a dog coming from behind's a bigger thrill than a dog out in front leading all the way. And I think the crowd get a bit of a thrill about it.
And that's exactly what Bold Trease did from box 1 in Sydney last night to take out the Association Cup. We pick up the race with the Wonder Dog in red and running almost last.
Rachel's Pride the inside. Bold Trease is 15 off the speed from Lucky Draw and Baguette Babe. New Style Misser still 8 in front of Tony's Comic, Joe's Power, Bold Trease and Rachel's Pride as they turn. New Style Misser's giving a grand exhibition. Bold Trease is starting to unwind. New Style Miss in front. Bold Trease has got it. Bold Trease raced to the lead and the champion wins wins the money. Bold Trees wins by 5. Tony's Comic got up for second from New Style Miss. What a phenomenal run, the winner.
Yes, an amazing performance, and Bill Collins is still down in Melbourne. And Bill, he really is a wonder dog, isn't he?
He is a wonder dog, Sandy, and that's what we need in all sports. We need it now in greyhound racing, we've got it, but in all sports we need that champion to get the crowds back to witness them.
It must also, Bill, I think, on the other hand, be a candidate to give us all heart attacks the way that he does race, because he would appear to lope along and then suddenly the foot goes on the accelerator and it's virtually good night nurse.
Yes, those people who continually lay odds on him, there's a great dive for the bar and whiskies are ordered as soon as the race is over.
All right, Bill, thank you very much, and also to Roy Higgins and to our gentlemen here in Sydney, and Don Scott and Ian Craig. Thank you both very much. Of course, more racing on Sports World next week, but we'll be back shortly with more.
Race 8 at Randwick, 2, 5 and 3. Chez Paris returned 2.15 and 90. Classic Victory 1.15. Churi Miss 1.20. Quinella 7.80. Trifecta 62.65. More from Moonee Valley in just a moment. Brisbane.